Welcome to the yoga method and your restorative hip opening practice for today. With a bolster or a pillow, we'll come and sit on our left hip, taking our right leg long. We'll drape over top of the bolster. So snug it right into the pelvis and then just drape yourself over top with your left hand cradling your head. Exaggerate the length for your right leg and take your right arm over top, closing down the eyes. And just see how long and open you can make the right hand side of the body. And how soft can you make the underside of the body. So flooding the breath into the spaces and the places where you're really feeling this. So some of us will feel it through the shoulder area, lats, teres major, minor. Some of us feel it through the top of the hip. And some may feel it down the outer sweep of the leg. Let's just take 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, we'll gently draw the right arm back, right knee back. We'll press ourselves up. And I'd like for you to bring your right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat and your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. The bolster will come in front. So variation 1, if you're feeling some lovely sensation, we stay here. Option 2, with the bolster in front, you'll be able to just support yourself here. I'm going to turn sideways for a moment in case you're having trouble seeing. So just 90-90, an option to ease yourself in. If it feels available, really drape yourself over. And if it's feeling a little too far away, stacking both fists so you can support yourself here. So as we stay and breathe, left hip into external rotation through the femur. So opening up the back of the hip on the left. And the right leg is in internal rotation, so we'll feel it a little bit more through the front of the hip. Wherever you are, just soak up all the goodness and see if you can just really allow yourself to soften and relax. Three more breaths on offer. Just one more as you are. And when you're ready, we'll ease ourselves out of the shape. And I'd like for you either to take easy cross leg with your right leg in front of your left, or you'll take Agni Stonebasana. So you'll leave that leg in the same shape it's in, and you'll hook your right foot above the left knee. So option 1 here, the knee will want to poke up. So we counterbalance that by pressing the knees forward, pressing the pelvis forward, and really lifting through the heart. There's a lot of sensation to enjoy on this. Variation 2, you'll bring your hands forward and begin to ease your way in any amount that feels good. And our final option is to use the bolster to apply a little bit more pressure. And then we can also, of course, use our arms to do that as well. You could stack your fist to support your head, or you're just welcome to close down your eyes. So either easy cross leg or Agni Stonebasana, double fire log, lots of fire sensation. So just easing your way in. The breath is quiet and calm. And just notice what is speaking to you the loudest. And can you send your awareness, your breath, your focus to that area? And with each exhalation, could you possibly just let go a little bit more? Three more breaths. ease our way up and out of that shape. We'll place the bolster at the other end of the mat, and we'll just gently unravel our legs. So starting in our very first posture with lateral flexion. So we're snugging the bolster right in against the hip, right against the torso. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. And we'll drape ourselves over gently with our right arm cradling our head and our left arm reaching long. So exaggerate the length from your left fingertips to your left toes, and then close your eyes. And begin to breathe deeply in, but softly at the same time. So the inhalation will open us through the top side of the body. And on our exhalation, the opportunity to release and relax. In our restorative practices, just let go of any striving and just arrive fully and completely in your body with loving awareness, with loving acceptance of what is. Feeling the power of your presence for 3 more breaths. Just 1 more breath from fingertip to toe. Before we gently draw the knees back in, press ourselves up and out of that shape. You will leave your right shin parallel to the long edge of your mat, and then see if you can get your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Variation 1, if you're feeling a lot of sensation, we just ease our way over onto our elbow or just resting on our hand. Option 2, the bolster comes in front of the shin, and we begin to ease ourselves into a little bit of flexion through the spine and through the hip. From there, if it feels like there's still some room to play with, we land the bolster on top, giving us a little bit more depth in that shape. And then just ease yourself over any amount that feels wonderful to your body. The only question that matters is, does this feel good to you? And how could you make it feel better? Wherever you are, just taking a moment to close down your eyes and focus in on your breathing. Using the inhalation to really open the body, and the exhalation to create a ripple of relaxation. So through the right hip, feeling this in the back of the right hip, because we're in external rotation. And through the left hip, most likely feeling it a little bit more through the front of the left hip, because it is internally rotated. Wherever you are, just soaking up all the goodness for 3 more breaths. In your own time and in your own way, we ease our way up and out of that shape. Please release the bolster for a moment, and you're either coming into easy cross-leg Sukhasana with your left leg in front of your right, remembering the option of using your bolster in that shape to support you, and your hands stacking to give you a little bit more height. And the other variation was Agni Basana. So we leave right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. We hook the left foot over. Both feet are in dorsiflexion. Take a moment to really press your heart up so that the hips move forward, and just see if that feels available. And if not, we can change our minds. Option to bring the hands to the knee and the foot to really exaggerate the length of the spine. And only if you feel like it would be therapeutic and valuable, placing the bolster on top as we ease our way into the depth of this shape that feels delightful, divine, closing down your eyes. Just notice what is sparkling in the back of the body. Just holding the awareness that the nervous system is providing. But can you let go of this impulse to judge, to criticize, to label? And just notice what is arising in this moment. And can I meet what is arising just with loving compassion and equanimity in the mind? Is there any room for tranquility in this moment? Let's take 3 more breaths. Letting go, and just letting go a little bit more. Before we rise mindfully up and out of that shape, ease your way back, release your legs, turn so that you can ground through your feet and slide the bolster underneath your knees. We're coming into a little bit of back bending and front hip opening. So our spine does 4 movements: flexion, extension, lateral flexion, and rotation. So in our yoga practices, whether they're dynamic or restorative, we want to make sure that we are creating movements through those 4 ranges of motion. So we'll ease our way down. Use your hamstrings to help you in your core. And then once you're down there, please just lift into a bridge temporarily so you can bring the bolster right underneath your pelvis, right underneath your hips. Once you've arrived there safely, I'd like you to bring your left knee to your chest and just begin to explore whether you could lengthen through your right leg or not. So the foot ideally is grounded so you can really relax. So that might mean you bend your knee a little extra. Perfect. And as we hug the left knee more energetically towards the shoulder, we'll feel more length coming into the front of the right hip. Take 2 more breaths with the knee directed towards your shoulder. So there's a little bit of energy through the right leg, but then could you let that go? Just really soften, surrender. And from there, we'll take our right arm wide and let the left knee open outwards. So finding an inner thigh stretch through the left and opening through the hip flexor and the rectus femoris on the right. And create a little bit of cervical mobility, a little bit of rotation through your neck by looking to your right. And then close your eyes. The softness in our eyes definitely has this impact on our whole physiology. So can you soften through your eyes? What about your eyelashes? Your eyelids? Your eyebrows? Taking 3 more breaths. Can you feel your body soften as the breath comes away? And can you feel your body open as the breath comes in? And when the time is right for you, just return your eyes, gently return your left knee and your right hand We'll slide the right foot in before grounding through the left. And as soon as you feel ready, the right knee will rise. The left leg will search for length. So hug the right knee energetically towards your chest, towards your right shoulder. And find maximal length through the left butt. Length that allows you to really relax and release. Please take your awareness to the back of your head, the back of your neck, your shoulders, running the awareness down the spine to the pelvis. One more breath. Before we send the left arm wide, the right knee wide, feeling that adductor stretch, the inner thigh stretch on the right, and feeling how moving the knee open creates more spaciousness through the left hip flexor. And then I'd love for you to turn to look to your left. Parsvadristi. So how soft can you make your eyes? Like you're looking off into the distance, kind of a daydream state quality within the eyes. Feel the inhalation open through the front of the body. And as you breathe out, the heaviness, the groundedness in the back body. Last two. One more smooth, gentle breath in. And when you are ready, returning through your right knee, your left arm, and grounding through your left foot before the right leg comes down. We'll tuck our tailbones. We'll lift through the pelvis. We'll slide the bolster down towards the feet and then easing your way down towards the earth. So we've done lateral flexion, extension, flexion. So let's finish with our rotation. So bringing your knees together, feet together, shifting your pelvis slightly to your right, and we'll let the knees gently move to the left. Your bolster, your cushion's there to support you. But if you'd like to deepen, you're welcome to take that top leg over further, but not at the expense of what's happening through the rest of the body. Turn your eye gaze to your right, closing down your eyes, and just flood the right side of your body with your awareness and with your breath. Feeling your right shoulder, your right ribs, your right lung, the right side of your lower back, and the right hip. 3 more breaths. How good does that feel? Returning your eyes, restacking your knees. Gently use your core to ease the knees back safely. And we'll simply bring the bolster to the other side. Spread your wings wide when you're ready. A little shift of the hips to your left and your knees gently travel to the right. Top leg could drape over if you're looking for a little more sensation. And then lift the head, turn and look to your left. Your shoulder blades are equal. There's spaciousness between the scapula. And we take the awareness to the left shoulder. the left ribs, the left lung, left side of our lower back, and our left hip. 3 more breaths, 3 more opportunities to melt tension away and create more openness in the body. Returning your eyes, restacking your knees, so mindfully, patiently easing your way out of rotation. I'd like for you to gather your knees to your chest to really lengthen through the lower back, releasing any tension. If it feels good, take a moment to rock gently. And as we come into Shavasana, you might choose to put your bolster underneath your knees. You might wish to place it underneath your hips again to create a little bit more hip opening. One of my favorite positions is to bring the bolster right up against the sacrum, and then just to ease my way down, to open up through the heart, and then to really let the legs completely surrender. So creating a little spinal extension. And if you find your head is dangling, just put a pillow underneath your head on top of your bolster. Take your awareness to the crown of your head and relax. The palms of your beautiful hands. Relax. The soles of your feet. Relax. Please allow your whole body to completely relax. A moment of gratitude for this body, for this day, for this lifetime. And I invite you to stay in Shavasana as long as you're able to. If you're coming with me, you'll take a deep, deep, deep cleansing breath in. And let that breath sigh out the mouth. Begin to invite gentle, loving, mindful movement into your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Little movement through the pelvis, through the shoulders, and even through your necks. Before bending your knees one at a time. Depending on the shape you're in, I'm just going to reach for my hamstrings, tuck my chin, and roll up to a seated position. Taking a moment in Sukhasana with the hands resting on the knees, ears stacking over shoulders, shoulders stacking over pelvis. We find a little bit more length in our spines, a little bit more lightness in our hearts. And as our hands come to Anjali Mudra, one last time, amplifying our blessings with our awareness, with gratitude. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. Looking forward to seeing you soon.